May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the Euro USD. We'll be checking out the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the monthly first. One, what do we see? The market has been bearish, right? Uh, since this high in June of 2008, we've been making a bunch of lower lows, lower highs, right? But the last break of market structure was here, right? And that would indicate bullishness. And then this would say, okay, well, we start making lower lows and lower highs in a pullback, a correction to the impulsive move, right? Well, when does it become a change in the state of delivery? Well, the the last swing low, all right, this internal low here was taken. This was our first indication. It took a little while to get past it, but we broke it here. So you say, okay, well, that doesn't mean much because we could just be pulling back below the 50% of the range. And I'm having a little trouble with this thing here. Okay, there you go. All right. I was about to say, man. All right. So what I'm looking at is this Fibonacci retracement tool. And you see the range here, and you see the 50% line right here. All right. And what did we do? Price bounced and bounced on that 50%, and we finally got below it to the what? OTE levels. That's 618, 705, and 786. All right. We got there and we looked for that bounce up, and we was like, okay, this could be the higher low, as this was a higher low, as this was a higher low. If we just connect them, if we could connect them, we could see that this could be the move that we were waiting for, right? For the market to continue up higher. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, fail. Okay. And then what did the market do? It broke down even further, down past the 786. All right. But what did it do? All right. It made a high, a push down, and a higher high. But the problem is this is all internal. All right. Internal to this high, this low. Actually, it's this high. I'm sorry, because we made a swing low here, swing high here. This is internal low. This is an internal high to this high and this low. Got it? Look at it. All right. So this is really bam. You understand? And then we have this bounce up. We could be looking at the next lower high for the next lower low. This is the potential of this move. I like the fact that it hits the trend line pretty well here. All right. If you believe in the trend line fairies, all right. Uh, they're not fairy tales. Let me tell you, they're not. If I can just draw this thing, I'd be good to go. All right. See the dot lines, how it hits it. So I'm looking for this to be a potential lower low. All right. And why? Because I think what we have here is a swing fail. This is the protected high. There was an attempt to get past it here, and then we broke those lows, those internal lows, for a move lower. I like that. And then we have this pullback. After this impulsive move down, we have this pullback. Pullback could be ending here. All right. I'm looking for that, the evidence of that. All right. If we go down to the weekly here, you can see the high was here. The high was here. We took that high from this low, right? From that low, we took that high, internal low here, internal high here. We still within this range, all right? But what I like to point out is, one, does this look familiar to you? All right, some people are going to say this is a technical head and shoulder pattern. All right, with a neckline coming coming right around here, coming in right around there, and uh, if you believe in these chart patterns, you can see that we may end up targeting this low. But that aside, all right, what I'm going to point out is one, look at that how the market closed last week. Very bearish. We closed below the low of the previous weekly low, right? That's indicating that the market will at least trade towards that low. But you see that little black dash mark there, that's the new weekly opening gap. All right. And it's indicating that the market has momentum from last week, driving it down further. All right. And I want to also point out that last week I pointed to this bullish fair value gap. Why is it doing all of this action? I'm not sure, but I'm going to get it right. Okay. All right. It was a bearish fair value gap, and the market, I was waiting for the market to give us a sign what it's going to do. It will give us an indication. I said, there's a possibility that we're going to turn this thing into, if the market crashes through it, it's going to turn into an inverted fair value gap. And what did it do? It turned into an inverted fair value gap. And that's why I have it here. And you can see the market crashed through it, came back, retested it as resistance, and closed lower. That's what I want to see. Uh, to confirm bearishness. All right. Disrespect of a bullish PD array and then respect of a bearish one. Right. We're heading down, and I believe that we are going to be heading towards this liquidity low here. All right. And this low here. A little more important, if we get a close below that low, this is going to confirm that we're heading even lower. Let me get this done if I can. Right there. Okay. Now let's go over to the daily and what we can see where the market showed a change in the state of delivery. We can see that we made a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, swept that high, swept that high. These up close candles form the bearish form a bullish, a bearish order block here. I'm sorry, and you can see how the market dashed down there, pushed back up, and then came down, and then retested. You can see that it looked like it came just shy of touching that bearish order block here, but it reached up for it, right? And then it came back down, and you can see how Friday closed pretty close to the low of the previous day's low, which is Thursday. All right. But you see that that move also created a bearish fair value gap. The market came up, established that bearish fair value gap up high. It reached into this candle pretty deep. All right. And then closed lower. Did not take out the low of the previous day, but you can see we have a new weekly opening gap here, which is a volume imbalance, and that's a pretty uh, good indication that there is a bearish momentum that is being uh, continued from last week, and we could see the market take out this low, that liquidity low, pretty early. I believe that we are heading towards these lows here, and I'm pretty sure of it. All right, now could the market pull back? Yeah, certainly could. All right. The market definitely could pull back before coming down. Look at this. All right, this is the 4 hour time frame. We make this low here. All right. This low, which is this one right there. All right. We make this low. Sorry. Let's get you in the picture. All right. We have this series of up close candles. We've take our time to finally close below those up close candles. This is our bearish order block here, folks. If I can just draw it right. All right, we have a bearish fair value gap here. All right, the market comes back up to retest the lows of that bearish for fair value gap. I mean, order block. I'm sorry, that bearish order block, and then we should be creating another order block from it. Okay, that should be a propulsion block. So we'll see. But I'm looking at, if the market does come back up, the order block that is created, like I pointed out, you got some up close candles that were overcome by a stronger bearish candle here. I'm looking, and look at the new, the opening candle right there. I'm looking for price to come back to it. If it does come back up into it, we might see a wick up there, close this gap perhaps, and then come down, or the market could just continue down from here. I'm hoping that we get a chance to get in here at a discount, and at a discount price, a better price, excuse me, and then we can look for more continuation to the downside. That's it, folks. That's it. I already put out a video already for the US dollar index, which is the inverse of the Euro USD. All right. You already see the title. It's bullish. Got to go with it. This is one. This one's bearish, and that's what my title will be for this one. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit me up and ask questions. I appreciate the interaction last week from the folks watching these videos, and give me your how the markets are, treating you during the week. If you have a question, hit me up in the comment section. Do not forget to boost this, or hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. The next one will be pound USD.